Hello, folks. Tonight we are going to be doing a test run here between Badin and Fenwick. So this is just a temporary Badin-Fenwick test run to see if we're live. Um, that's all we're doing right now, just a test run. We're going to hit break here in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome tonight to our game between the Fenwick Falcons and the Badin Rams. Hope you're in for a Dan good evening because this is Dan Conway and the doc, Dan Vaught to my left here. Dan,
hey, Dan.
We got here. How you feeling?
I'm doing good. We're here at Yeager Stadium. We're have the remnants of a hurricane making its mark. We were watching the pregame. What do you think, Dan? The kicker's struggling a little bit, in your opinion?
There's going to be some struggles tonight.
Yeah.
Gripping the ball, punting the ball, holding the ball, snapping, all the good stuff that comes with football.
Yeah. I think we might see, Dan, a little bit more of a running game because I don't think throwing the ball down the field, I think it's going to be a little bit hazardous, in my opinion.
Yes. So, folks, we are here on the radio. We understand we're not live. Our cameraman was doing something for a homecoming dance tonight. He was being able to be a DJ. So
yes.
He's not here, so that's why we're doing play-by-play here over the radio.
Yes. Well, before the game started, the Fenwick Falcons, they won the toss, and they elected to receive, Dan, so it looks like they're going to be out there, and Badin's getting ready to tee it up here. It's going to be a fun night. We have a smaller crowd to be expected with the weather the way it is. So let's have a good game, Dan. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right.
Fenwick dressed in all white uniforms, white pants, white shirts, white helmets with green on the laces and on the sides. Fenwick is going to be in red with white numbers as well as white helmets. Kick is going to be going from my right to the left, and there is a steady rain going down.
Nice kick.
It's going to be caught about the 5-yard line, going across the 10, 15, 20, out to the 25-yard line, and knocked out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. Was Fenwick defensive back number 2, Jackson Kaufman.
Yeah, and for Badin there on the tackle, pushing the Fenwick player out of bounds, that was Roscoe Martin, the senior defensive lineman. Here we go.
So as Fenwick's offense is going to come out, they're going to have third-string quarterback Sean Hemberling starting out there. He is normally labeled as a wide receiver / linebacker, but tonight he's going to be the quarterback because of concussions and other issues. First and 10 at the 26, Fenwick going to be out in the shotgun. Immediate option run, quarterback going to get up and tackled about the 30-yard line by a whole tackle of Rams.
Yes, already Badin with the early tackle, the player that made the tackle. That would be 24, and he's limping here, Dan. We'll see if he's okay. That was
Xander Arnold.
Yeah,
He's
Xander Arnold.
Senior wide receiver / defensive back. You won't hear a lot of wide receiver tonight. You will hear a lot of defensive players.
Yes. We have second down and 4, 6-yard gain there. It didn't look that good to begin with, Dan, but they pushed the line along.
Mm-hmm. Refs are going to be stopping play here. Looks like there's some kind of sideline issue going on. They're coming over and talking to the Fenwick coaches. There's a wet ball, so they're switching out the ball right now to be able to give Fenwick a brand new ball here in between plays.
Oh, goodness.
The ref, okay, so the ref dropped the football. We're in the huddle tonight. There's some Rams up here. There's some Falcons up here. There's neutral observers up here. At one point in time, we had a cheerleading mom in here yelling too. So we've just had just about everything so far, but it's 11 minutes and 18 seconds left here in the first quarter, and we have our first stoppage.
And it's taken them quite a while just to dry off the ball here, so a little dead air time here. But as Dan said earlier, Badin in their all white with the green numbers, the white helmet with the number on one side and nothing on the other side. Fenwick in all monochrome red or almost burgundy, I would say. But looking at the stats, Dan, Fenwick, much more of a run-oriented team. 3/4 of their yards this year have come from the run. Badin has been pretty much 50-50. Now there's a timeout on the field. I really don't know what's going on now, Dan. Badin has walked over to the sideline. Fenwick is on the sideline, and the refs are having a little summit meeting at the 30-yard line. So we'll see what's going on.
You got to wonder, is it something like lightning was spotted in the area?
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah. It's a wet ball issue is what was just confirmed to us by the Fenwick.
Well, you got
coaching staff.
You got 11 guys out there, so there's going to be some wet balls today, So we'll see what happens. So
sorry about the dead air right now. To break down some of the background of the game, we wanted
Sure.
to highlight a Badin alum to Andrew Walsh. Andrew was a Badin class of 2017 graduate. Looks like he did really well at the Naval Academy, and the rumor is that Andrew will be headed off to Top Gun.
Wow, that's
So it sounds like he's the kind of guy that Tom Cruise has his autograph.
There you go. There you
All right,
go.
so the play is going to continue here to bring you up to speed. 2nd and 4 here for the Falcons at about the 31-yard line.
And they do have a dry ball now on the field. We're at the 31-yard line here. In case you just joined us, a little delay in the game. They delayed it 45 minutes due to the rain, but it has dried up a little bit.
Sean Hemberling is back there at quarterback. There's going to be split wide receivers off to the left side. Hemberling going to hand it off up the middle, gets stood up at about the 32-yard line. It looks like it was number 27, Connor Schmolling on the carry.
And Alex Pate, the junior linebacker for the Badin Rams, with the tackle. The tradition of Pates in Badin is amazing. There's always been a Pate there. I graduated with a Pate back pre-internet, back in the old days. So there's always been Pates associated with Badin High School.
3rd and 2 here for the Falcons. Once again, they're going to have 2 wide receivers to the left and a pair of tight ends to the right, as well as a quarterback with a running back next to the quarterback. Handoff down the middle. Looks like it's going to be 33 again, or 27 again, and he's got a first down.
Yep, he just barely got it, Dan. Nice second effort there, and barely got it. It was a 3rd and 2, and Badin originally had him stopped, but he did a little spin move. First down, Fenwick, Falcons.
You got to feel good for Hemberling. Get the first down as the quarterback to start the game. Get relaxed. This is his first career start. He's labeled as a wide receiver in the program, but he's the quarterback tonight.
Let's see if he can throw the ball. That's what I'm curious about. But they might not do that much. Here we go.
It's going to be a run off to the left side. Hemberling going to make a move. And
he's got some speed.
He's out almost to midfield.
Oh, and Badin with a late hit out of bounds. They're wanting the penalty to be called. And there it is. They got him. They got Badin with a late hit out of bounds. So, Dan, that's going to be 15-yard run with a 15-yard penalty. That's going to be a 30-yard play altogether in favor of the Fenwick Falcons. Badin did not do themselves any favor with that late hit out of bounds.
Penalty is on number 28, Royce Rachel. He is a senior defensive lineman for Badin. He did knock the ball out of bounds there, out of the quarterback's hands, but he went a little bit too far going out of play, getting the guy late. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line here for Fenwick as they have gone deep into Badin territory.
And they've actually marked it at the 35, so, yeah, pretty bad penalty there for Badin. So first down. Boy, you can see the wheels on that quarterback there, Dan. He has some speed. I can see why he was a wide receiver.
Yeah.
So we might see a lot of RPOs tonight.
I have a feeling, yeah. You're going to see him run the ball a lot, and you're also going to see Anderson Briggs, who is next to him in the backfield right now.
Yeah.
So the 2 wide receivers playing running back and quarterback, and again, Hemberling going to take it off. He's going to pick up about 3 yards before a whole pile of Rams brings him down. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, 36 on the tackle for Badin. That was Alex Albrink, the junior. Badin was ready for that. They got 2 yards on a play. It'll be 2nd and 8. We're here in the first quarter. No score. 9 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Fenwick with the early drive here. Pretty impressive to start.
Yep. And like we talked about, you want to try to calm Hemberling down, let him get in the flow of the game.
Sure.
2nd and 8 here. 2 wide receivers split out. 1 to the left side, 1 to the right. Hemberling going to fake the – oh, nope, he's going to hand it off
straight
inside.
At the middle. Badin was ready for it, Dan. They got him in the backfield. I think we might see a loss on a play.
Briggs on the run. It'll be 3rd and about 9. And it looks like Royce Rachel is going to make up for his amends, and he's going to make the tackle on that play.
Yes, he is. Rachel and also Alex Imbrink. Again, we've called Alex's name twice. Big 3rd and 9 now, Dan. What do you think? You think Fenwick's going to throw the ball? You think they're going to do a little rollout? It seems like they haven't thrown yet, have they?
They have not, but I think in this driving rainstorm, you have to run the ball here.
Okay.
Try to get Hemberling some confidence here. So there's going to be 2 wide receivers to the right, tight end to the left. Running back is number 25, Anderson Briggs. It's going to be a hand or fake
Badin was ready. Yeah, Badin was ready for him, and they stop him in the backfield, or maybe a yard loss, Dan. Didn't mean to talk over you there. So they did. You were correct about that. They didn't throw the pass.
Yeah. It's going to be Sean Hemberling is the quarterback again. So he was on the run there. 4th and 10 here at the ball at the 36-yard line. It's decision time here for Fenwick.
Yeah, Dan, they're kind of in that zone where they can't try a field goal. It'd be a 52-yarder in the rain and the wind. A punt would net them, 10 or 15 yards. So here we go. They're going for it.
So they're going to go for it. Looks like they've got 2 wide receivers out to the right, a pair of tight ends to the left. And once again, it is Anderson Briggs in the backfield. Oh, nope, it's a punt play here.
Oh, there you go.
Hemberling going to punt it. It's off to the right corner and down at about the 13-yard line. So good possession there. You move the football. You got some first downs. You got the pregame jitters out, and now it's your ball. Or it's now you've given the ball back to Badin with bad field position.
Well, it's interesting, Dan. We had talked before the game about how I always thought the quarterback could be a great option for a high school team to learn to teach him how to punt so he could unexpectedly punt and pin a team down. That's exactly what happened there. Punted out of bounds. Badin's going to get the ball 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. 0-0 here in the first quarter. 7 minutes, 29 seconds ago. Badin starting out in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, 2 left, 2 right. And it's a run straight up the middle. Oh, great play. Good blocking. That was Lim Grayson up the middle. He's their Mr. Do-It-All for Badin this year, Dan.
Yeah, Lim Grayson, like we talked about, he is the Badin offense tonight.
Yes.
The game plan is this. Lim Grayson versus Fenwick up front. Can he beat Fenwick? 2nd and 4, ball at the 21-yard line here
Got
for
6.
Badin.
Yeah, 6-yard play.
So there's going to be 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. It's a split spread formation here. Grayson is in the backfield. Handoff again goes to Grayson. He's going to move his feet, pick up about 2 yards. And a whole gang of Falcons is there to pull him down. So it'll be 3rd and about 1.
Yeah, I was trying to think what the name of a group of Falcons is.
I was too.
I think it's called a murder of Falcons.
Murder of crows. Murder of crows.
Murder's
Yeah,
crows.
yeah,
What is it? A gaggle of falcons or is that geese? I don't know.
yeah.
Anyway, it's 3rd and 1 for Badin. I'd like to see the quarterback behind the center here. I'm kind of old school, and of course he's in the shotgun, and they just need 1 yard. So they're going to try a 4-yard play when they should be behind the center. But 3rd and 1.
Colton Emerson back in the backfield here. He's going to have the first pass of the attempt of the night. Instead, nope, it's going to be a handoff to Lim Grayson. He's out to the 40-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. That play was wide open. Great blocking there on the right side of the Badin line. He just burst through, Dan. No one touched him for the first 10 yards. Good 20-yard run there on 3rd and 1. Boy, you're right when you said earlier it's going to be Grayson versus Fenwick. And you know what, Dan, looking at the stats, he's responsible for 40% of Badin's offense this year. So you might be right on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Emerson and Grayson in the backfield together. There's 2 wide receivers off to the left side. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Oh, bad snap.
And we talked about that before the game. Snapping is going to be important.
Yes.
That's why going under center is not a bad thing.
No, it's not. DJ Burning there to down the Badin quarterback there as he fell on the bad snap. Yeah, we were just watching the punter getting the ball back from the center, and he was scuffing the ball off the AstroTurf, the wet turf, and snapping it back on bounces. So we just saw it on that play.
So 6-yard loss on the play. 2nd and 16, ball at the 34-yard line.
Another run.
Grayson going to get a run up the middle. It's going to be out to about the 40-yard line, and there will be a face mask.
Good catch, Dan. Yep.
It's going to be on Edward Kiefer. He is a junior tight end / linebacker. He got his hand a little high, and he's going to commit a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, the Badin running back had initially got 8 yards on the run on 2nd and 16, and then you could see his head jerk to the left, and the refs were right on it. They called immediately, so that's going to push the ball all the way down the field, 15 yards, all the way to the 41-yard line of Fenwick. First down, Badin. We're here in the first quarter, 4 minutes and 57 seconds ago, in case you just joined us, 0-0. So bad mistake, Dan.
Both teams have now entered the other team's territory. Badin is at the 41-yard line of Fenwick. And once again, they're going to have 2 wide receivers to the left, and it's going to be Grayson and Emerson in the backfield. Emerson handoff inside. They're going to make a move going out across to about the 38-yard line.
That was Connor Schmeling on the tackle for Fenwick, the senior linebacker, 6 foot, 175.
One of the captains here tonight for Fenwick. It is their homecoming tonight. That's one of the reasons why we needed to play this game. It is a big deal to have homecoming.
Oh, yeah, they picked a great day for that. They got 2 yards on that play, by the way. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Ball at the 39-yard line. New running back in the backfield is Ben Sackage.
There you go.
Handoff inside. He's going to make a move, and he gets down to about the 40-yard line.
That was Grayson again, though. They gave it to Grayson on that.
Yep. So it'll be 3rd and about 3. Go ahead, Dan.
I'm just saying, Badin up front seems to be dominating the line of scrimmage. And if you look at the size of the linemen, Badin versus Fenwick, I do think Badin, their offensive line is a little bit beefier than Fenwick. So hence maybe a little strength difference. But rain's a great equalizer here. Guys are slipping and sliding. 3rd and 3, Dan. I think they got to just run it twice here. I wouldn't even try and throw the ball.
It'll be interesting to see. Emerson flanked by... There he is, going off for the run. Is Grayson. He's going to make
Grayson's flying.
And he's inside the 10. Touchdown, Rams.
Oh, my goodness. No flags. Everything's clean. 34-yard run for Grayson. What do you think happened there, Dan?
Missed tackle in the hole.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Great blocking there on the left side by Badin.
Yeah. So 6-0 there on the Lim Grayson touchdown run. Looks like it was about a 37-yarder.
Yep.
6-0 here, Badin early with 3 minutes and 14 seconds left. It's pie time here in the first quarter. Going to come in for the extra point is Bud Mayhara. High snap. The kick is good.
Low line drive. He got it through there.
So it's going to be 7-0 here, Badin early. What did you see on that drive, Doc?
I saw domination by the Badin offensive line up front. I mean, they're handing it to Grayson. He's just busting through holes. I'll tell you, Fenwick's got to get that taken care of, or it might be a long night for the Fenwick Falcons. Definitely some domination there by Badin.
I agree with you on that. Fenwick did move the ball in their offensive possession. Let's see what they can do here, round 2.
And, you know, we talked before the game about how we would see an extreme lack of passes with this rain and this wind, and we haven't seen a pass yet today.
Yeah.
3 minutes ago in a quarter, not one pass. So this is kind of old school. Terry Malone would be proud for Badin with this game.
It is old school football tonight. The rain is still coming down. I'm looking off to my right, which is the eastern part of the stadium, and we are not seeing any relief in sight. It is going to rain all night long. Aren't you so glad we're under a roof?
I am. Yes. Because there's a lot of umbrellas underneath us. They're huddled up. It's not cold. It's just wet.
So senior Rowan Brown, number 8, is going to go in here for the kick. Gets it off. It looks like it's going to be a good one, fielded at about the 5-6-yard line. Fenwick going to go across out to the 20, 25-yard line and brought down right there. Looks like they're going to mark him about the 24-yard line. Number 4, DJ Burning, the sophomore speedster.
There you go.
Round 2 for the offense, Doc. What do you expect to see?
More of the same. I always think the best time to throw is to try and trick the other team. So a little play action pass on first down, a little dump out of the backfield, just something to mix it up a little would be helpful here. So we'll see what Fenwick does.
So I'd like to correct it. The Fenwick program said 22 was Adam Rucker, but it's 26 tonight. He is the running back. They're going to fake it. Pass play.
There it is. First down, he fumbled the ball. Are they calling it? Oh, they're calling it incomplete, Dan.
So incomplete pass there to number 88, Stephen Rude. The 6'8", 245-pound tight end over the middle was open, and you had a completion there from Sean Himberling, but it was dropped.
Yeah, the slick ball, Dan. Slick ball.
It'll be 2nd and 10 at about the 25-yard line here for Fenwick.
I did like the play call. They kind of did what I wanted them to do, the old play action fake, first down pass. It was there. Ball was a little slippery for Mr. Rude.
So 2nd and 10 here. Himberling going to make a run here off to the right side. He's got blocked. Fumble.
He fumbles the ball.
And it looks like it's recovered by
Bates got it, Dan.
Nope. The ref's coming over to mark it, and they're going to mark it.
We'll see. There's a pile up. I thought Badin was on the bottom of the pile.
It's going to be second down.
Oh,
Recovered by Fenwick right there. It's number 1 got in the ball.
Okay.
Daniel Swift, he is the junior defensive back and running back for the Falcons.
Well, usually when you see a fumble and the official automatically stops the clock, that means there's a change of possession, and that's why they stop the clock. So I was jumping in there saying it's Badin's ball, but evidently the ball changed hands a little bit in the bottom of the pile. So good job by Fenwick to wrestle that ball away.
3rd and 11 here with at the 2-minute and 26-second mark here of the second quarter. The clock has started running here. Man in motion. They're going to hand it off to number 2, Jackson Kaufman, and he's going to get out to about the 26-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th and 9 for the Falcons.
It was kind of like a little jet sweep there. He kind of pitched it in front of him and hit the wide receiver running from left to right. Very conservative play call. I guess they don't want to turn it over down in their end. But for a 3rd and 11, that's kind of telling me right now, 1st and 2nd down are very important for Fenwick to get some positive yards. And the rude play would have been good if he would have caught it, but that, sent him back 3rd and 11, and they couldn't convert. So Badin's going to flip the field here, and Fenwick's getting ready to punt here, Dan. 1:56 to go. Badin's going to get good field position. 7-0 Badin right now.
So here we go into punt for Fenwick. It looks like is going to be their kicker for the night.
Oh, it's a wet ball delay, Dan.
We got another wet ball delay.
Okay.
So it looks like Nathan Bottom is going to come in and be the punter here. He's one of the captains. He is a senior, 5'11", and 150 pounds.
The high snap,
but it was caught.
Oh.
Looks like it's going to go straight up in the air.
Yeah, bad
and
punt.
land at the 26-yard line, but then take a big Fenwick bounce out
Yes,
to
it did.
the 43-yard line. So it took a 17-yard roll there in favor of Fenwick. That's a pretty good little punt there.
Yeah. Well, he kicked it straight up in the wind, and then when it hit, it rolled 17 yards just like you said. So they were fortunate to get 17 yards out of that punt.
So
high snap, he got it off, didn't he?
Yeah. 101 seconds here in the first quarter, and Fenwick gonna have punted the ball back to Badin. We're gonna get a chance to see Emerson back there at quarterback. Colton Emerson, the junior, we'll see if he attempts his first pass of the night.
Badin's got a new running back in there, number 5. That's Rocco Milazzo, if I say that right.
Handoff inside to go to Rocco. He's gonna break a tackle, pick up about 5 yards, and then get stood up by a host of Falcons. So it'll be 2nd and about 6 at the 40-yard line.
Yes. Still good blocking up front by Badin. Fenwick with the tackle. That was C.J. Tipman, a freshman. There you go.
Young freshman getting a chance to come up and play in the homecoming game.
There you go.
And back into the game comes Lim Grayson. He was the offense in the first drive here for Badin. We'll see if he is in the second. Quick pass off to the right side. It's incomplete, dropped over there. So Colton Emerson with an accurate ball, but it looked like Luke Campbell dropped it, the junior wide receiver. No, I'm sorry. James Brink, the junior wide receiver. You're going to hear a lot of juniors tonight when we talk about Badin.
Yeah. I noticed that all the wide receivers seem like they have gloves on out there, and the gloves get wet. I don't know enough about glove technology now. You might know more than I do, Dan, because you played obviously after me. Does a wet glove, is that superior to wet hands in your opinion or not?
The wetter the night goes, the harder it is to grip a ball.
Okay.
So we're going to see an empty formation here. Wildcat coming out. Number 21, LT King, is going to take the snap, the sophomore. LT going to fake it to the left and go right and stood up. So it's going to be a 2-yard gain there for Badin, making it 4th and 5.
Yeah, interesting play call there. They tried the fake jet sweep, as you said, Dan, only a 2-yard run. That's going to be 4th and 5. Badin playing the field position game. The ball is at the 39 of Fenwick. Looks like Badin is going to try and do a little pooch punt and pin Fenwick down there.
Ben Sakic is going to come in and punt for the first time today for Badin. 28 seconds left here. Ball at the 39-yard line. And
they got, oh my goodness.
Okay, so here's what happened there is Badin came up and changed the play. Number 5, Rocco, went in there and he faked like he was going to snap the ball under center. That caused Fenwick to jump. It's going to go from 4th and 6 down to 4th and 5.
Fourth and one.
Or 4th and 1. Ball will be placed at the 34-yard line here.
And you know Dan Baden's going for it here on 4th and 1.
And Badin, yeah, they're bringing in the muscle. They're going to be going for it here on 4th and short. Will they go under center?
Yeah, it's going to – well, I would like to see it, but they haven't done it yet. Lem Grayson, I expect him busting it up the middle. We'll see what the lineup is. Big mistake there for Fenwick, getting drawn offside on those shenanigans by the Badin Rams. 4th and 1.
So
and they're changing balls again. Here we go.
Royce Rachel, who is a senior, he's the one that committed the personal foul out of bounds. He checked in as a tight end on this play.
All right.
You're going to see Grayson off to the left side here of number 9. Garrett Conksley is in there at quarterback. Timeout going to be called here, and it looks like that was by Badin.
That's the end of the quarter.
Oh, sorry. End of quarter. I'm sorry.
That's okay. And at the end of the first quarter here in Yeager Stadium, the Badin Rams lead the Fenwick Falcons 7-0.
All right, so 4th and 1 here as we begin the second quarter. It's going to be at the 34-yard line, and don't worry, the other end of the field is just as rainy as this side is.
That's a good point. Just as slippery. It's nice hearing the Fenwick band. I miss high school bands. I don't know what they're playing, but it sounds good.
Also, the Fenwick play-by-play guys, they let us know that it is a cast of Falcons.
Ah, a cast.
They called us
Falcons.
rookies, and we're having a little bit of fun with it here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so both teams have their beef packages in there as it's going to be 4th and short. What do you call right here if you were
I
the
call a
head coach?
quarterback sneak right behind the center, but I'm old, and that's what old people call. Badin will be in the shotgun for some reason, and they'll run a 4-yard play to get 1 yard, and
So
they'll probably convert it. But
Okay.
they're going to snap it to the quarterback and the shotgun. Grayson will get the ball and probably get the first down just from the way the quarter's going. We'll see if I'm right.
Grayson's going to be over there. He's going to be behind number 9, Garrett Conksley.
He's in the shotgun.
Handoff going to go to Grayson, and he's got the first down. So he's at about the 30, looks like the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, Badin.
He got it by a yard, and Fenwick almost made the tackle in the backfield, but he slipped through there. So good play there by Grayson.
Conksley again back in there at quarterback. The senior, he's getting a play tonight. Grayson going to be off to his left side. Looks like there's going to be a pair of wide receivers to the right here for Badin and 2 tight ends on the line.
Badin's still in a shotgun. They're
Handoff
blitzing.
going to go to Grayson. He's going to go off the right side. He's got a hole. He's got a lane. He's outside. He's down to the 25-yard line.
Nice tackle there by Fenwick. That was Hudson Krecky. As a Badin guy, the name Krecky goes back many decades with me. I graduated with a Krecky. We got a hold on Badin on the play, so this play is not going to count, Dan.
So what's happening here now is Badin has had a hold on it that will be backed up 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so it's going to end up being 1st down and 10, or 1st again. And this time it's going to be looking like it's 1st and – the scoreboard says 1st and 14. We'll just say 1st and long.
I'd say 1st and probably 15. Okay. Spot penalty in high school.
New running back in the backfield. It's going to be Rocco again. Hand off to Rocco going off the left side, and he's going to get hit.
Another flag.
Another penalty flag is called here as the cast of Falcons is going to bring down Rocco.
I like that, the cast. I'm going to say holding again on Badin. We'll see if I'm right.
Holding on Badin.
Yep.
It's going to back him up again, and it'll be 1st and over 20 this time, so 1st and really long.
It's ironic that the wide receivers can't grab the ball, but they can certainly hold uniforms and cause holding quite easily. The linemen can. So it just seems ironic to me. Anyway.
I mean, you've never seen a lineman who said, yeah, I held on that play.
That's right.
All right, so ball at the 47-yard line here. 2 wide receivers to the left, wide receiver to the right. It's going to be Wildcat formation with number 21, LT King at quarterback. They're going to pitch it out to Grayson, and he's going to fumble it.
The ball.
And it looks like it's recovered by Fenwick on the far side. There's too many bodies to tell who got on it. But Fenwick ball, number 21 is going to pick it up. Edward Kiefer. And
Badin got it back.
one of the refs overruled another ref there, so it will be second down and really long again.
Well, let's do the math, shall we? Let's see, 23, 27, 29 yards.
Okay.
Second 29. Second 30, okay. The scoreboard got fixed. It was second 25. Second 30, I think Badin needs to throw it here.
2 wide receivers off to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left. Snap is high.
And they run it.
Rocco going to pick it up. Rocco across midfield out to the 45-yard line. And a tackle there is going to be by Daniel Swift, the junior.
Yes.
So it's going to be now 3rd and about 20-something here. What do you call?
If their quarterback would punt, a sneak punt would be great. But that way they could pin him inside the 10. But that's never done. I'm just being cute. 3rd and 23, Dan. Well, they're set up in a passing formation, so I wing it. We'll see what happens.
9 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the quarter. They've got Emerson back in there at quarterback.
Yeah,
the rain has dialed down just a little bit here.
And the wind is gone too. The flag isn't hardly moving at all, so they can throw it down the field. Now we got a
Badin
timeout.
going to call timeout here. 9 minutes and 17 seconds left. It'll be the first timeout taken of the game.
So, as we suspected, Dan, a little bit of sloppiness here, a little bit of fumbles, drop passes. The weather's been a little bit of a factor, but overall, I think Badin's offensive line has shown the way so far with the early 7-0 lead. Fenwick, though, didn't realize they had the 3rd-string quarterback in there. That's a shame. Was the starter, was it concussion? Is that what you learned?
Starter's out with an injury. The backup's out with a concussion.
Okay, I gotcha. So they're down to the 3rd-stringer. That's tough when you're on your 3rd-string quarterback, no matter what level, whether it be high school, college, or pro. When you're at your 3rd quarterback, you're behind the 8 ball. Well, if I'm Badin here, 3rd and 23, there's not many plays for that. You know, if you just throw the ball down the field, and even if you get a 5-yard a pass interference, you're going to get the automatic first down. If they intercept it, so what? It's just as good as a punt. I try and throw the ball beyond the yard line to gain and get the first down.
All right, both teams coming out here on the field. Badin is in their huddle. Fenwick is over here lining up in the defensive formation, getting ready for what looks like a pass play on 3rd and 23. Fenwick's crowd was getting into it a little bit there during the timeout.
Yeah, they are.
Trips to the left here, 1 wide receiver to the right. You've got Emerson back in at quarterback. He's got Rocco off to the left. Emerson with time in the pocket. He's looking left, throwing
He's going
left.
deep. He's got him. He's got him. He caught it. He caught it.
And
first down, Badin.
So first catch of the game, it's going to go to James Brink, the junior wide receiver there. And it's going to be Badin entering the Fenwick red zone. Down at about the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line for the Badin Rams.
Dan, you don't see many plays on 3rd and 23 convert. They got 3rd and 28 on that play. Great play by Badin. I can't believe Fenwick just let the guy go by him on the defense there. You should never let a guy get in back you like that. So big mistake by Fenwick there on that play.
1st and 10 here. You've got a new quarterback in there, Garrett Conksley. He's checked back in. Don't worry, Emerson is healthy. Conksley's going to fake it to the inside, take it to the outside, and he's down. There's going to be a holding penalty here on Badin, it looked like. But right now it is 1st and goal. We'll have to see what the ref sorts out here.
Yeah, he faked it to Grayson there, and the quarterback kept it himself. He fooled probably 3 defenses on 3 of the Falcons there. Ran, got a 1st and goal like Dan said, but it's all coming back.
So it's going to be a hold on the play, and it's going to back up Badin out to they're going to be out of the red zone here.
Yeah, they're going to be all the way back to the 20. So, they have a 3rd and 23 available that they used, so now they're going to try and find a 20-yard one.
Looks like there's an injury report right now. It's hard to tell which player it is, but both teams have cleared the sidelines for an injury. It'll be 1st and 14 at the 20-yard line. So, Doc, talking about these two teams, we've seen a little bit of a clean-spirited match here.
Yeah.
So the last 16 meetings, 8 have gone to Badin and 8 have gone to Fenwick.
That's pretty good, isn't it? That's pretty good rivalry there.
Pretty balanced there, but this is when I break your heart and say, well, Badin's won the last 4.
No, you're not breaking my heart. I'm a Badin grad.
Well, I went to school in Middletown, so
There you go.
we'll,
There you go.
that hopefully balances out here.
That's right.
One of the things we're going to talk about as the game goes on is Coach Yordi, the head coach here for Badin, has said, our defense has kept us in every game. They're 3-2 on the year.
Right.
We're waiting for the offense to catch up.
Correct.
Have you seen enough from the offense here in a monsoon to be able to compete?
Yes and no. They're relying a lot on Lim Grayson, and there's nothing wrong with that. He's their only bona fide starter from last year's team. Let's get back to the game. We'll continue talking. It's a good question, Dan.
Sounds good. All right, it's going to be Conkley back in there at quarterback, 1st and 14 at the 20-yard line. Conkley's going to take it off to the left side and again have a successful run. He's down at about the 15-yard line as he's drug out of bounds once again by a cast of Falcons. Big thank you to the Fenwick alum sitting next to me who was able to point out that term.
We'll use it. Okay.
So it's going to end up being here 3rd and about 3, maybe 4 yards.
Yeah. It should be 2nd down. I agree with that.
It says 3rd on the
scoreboard says
play-by-play.
2nd, but the yard marker guy is incorrect. It should be
Well, we'll just go with this. We know that it's going to be the ball on the 11-yard line.
2nd and 5.
They just
they
changed
fixed
it, so
it.
it's
back
2nd
to
and
2nd.
5 here for Badin.
8 minutes to go here in the half.
Conkley back in there at quarterback. It's going to be a handoff inside. Grayson's
Grayson's
going
running
to
free.
be into the end zone. Touchdown. Badin is going to take a 13-0 lead here as Lim Grayson strikes from 11 yards out.
I'll tell you, another great blocking up front by Badin. It was a counter tray action. He was running left, and he cut back to the right. Just good blocking up front. Fenwick had no answer for that.
So with 7 minutes and 48 seconds left here in the second quarter, it's going to be Badin 13 and Fenwick nothing. As number 22 is going to come in to kick here for the Rams. That is Bud My.
Let's just call him Bud.
Bud, you got a good kick there. 14-0.
Extra point's good. Bud's got a leg. I'll tell you, looks like some early domination by Badin. This is a very important possession for Fenwick coming back here. They got to match this Badin team. I don't know if you mix it up or throw a little bit. I like the first down throw they did in the last series to Rude. The ball just slipped out of his hand, but it did trick Badin. I think maybe mixing it up a little bit, throwing the ball with some safe passes for Fenwick, that might be the answer for them to get some first downs going.
The rain is starting to lighten up here just a bit. It is still coming down, but it is lightening up right now.
Okay.
Back to kick is going to be the Badin kicker. It looks like that is – he's moving too quickly here. Number 8, Rowan Brown, he's a senior. And back to receive is number 4, DJ Burning for the Falcons.
Burning's only a sophomore, 145 pounds, so he's a little speed demon. So let's see what Badin can do.
Rowan with a good kick. Burning going to take it about the 3-yard line and take it out. He's across the 5 to the 10. He's got a lane. He's out, makes a guy miss, and he gets out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Falcons. They're going to be moving in from the right to the left.
And Josh Familia, the senior, with a tackle for Badin on the kickoff.
So 7 minutes and 41 seconds left here as Fenwick attempts to move the ball. They have had success moving it. They did get into Badin territory at one point, and
yes. And this is kind of a critical drive because they need to burn some time and not give Badin an opportunity to get the ball back with any time left to end the half.
Hemberling going to hand it off to Rucker, and Rucker's going to get met in the backfield for about a 2 or 3 yard loss. Tackled on the play by number 44, Roscoe Martin, the senior defensive lineman for the Rams.
Yeah, Roscoe seemed to know that play was coming for some reason. He almost like he knew the play in advance. He almost was there when the handoff occurred.
Is that a little bit of that Michigan self-scouting thing? No, I'm just kidding. 2nd and 13 here. No accusations made there, Badin. I was just making fun of Michigan.
Hey, I'm a Buckeye. You know me. I like that accusation because it's true. Sorry, Matt Vogt. 2nd 13.
Hemberling going to go back, and he's going to have a pass here.
Oh.
A little bit high for number 15. which number 15 going to be Landon. He's a sophomore wide receiver.
Munifo.
Munifo.
There
So
you go.
3rd and 13 here, ball at the 17-yard line, 7 minutes and 1 second left here for the Falcons.
It was a safe play, Dan. It was out in the flat. He just kind of overthrew him. I think his adrenaline's just getting the best of him right now. He's got to calm down a little. It wouldn't surprise me here. A little delay draw or something, as you were telling me earlier.
The give-up play.
The give-up play. Yeah, I think we might see a draw.
There's nobody covering the wide receiver to the far right. There's 2 of them over there. Himberlin going to roll. He's got to throw. He's got a man, and it was incomplete that time. Good coverage on the play there by number 3, Kaya Simples, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 13 here for the Falcons.
Boy, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful defensive play. The ball was there. He hit him right at the same time, knocked the ball away. 6:56 to go in the half. Fenwick, the punter, is lining up at their own 5-yard line. Badin's lined up inside the 50. Another mile-high punt. This has a little more length than the last one. The ball hits.
It's going to bounce into Badin territory, so it'll be about the 46-yard line.
And there's a flag.
It looks like there's a flag. So we understand that some of you will be joining us here from the Hamilton-Princeton game, as there's a running clock in that as the 3rd quarter goes on. Hamilton, it looks like, is leading Princeton 34-0. I don't know that I believe that score, but there is a running clock in the Hamilton-Princeton game, and some of them will be joining us here as we go on. So, ball is going to be at the 46-yard line here in Badin territory. To get a first down, they'll have to visit Fenwick territory, somewhere where they've spent a big chunk of the first half.
Yes, they have. And really, this is, like I said earlier, this is a critical drive for Fenwick. They got to shut down Badin here.
Colton Emerson and Rocco in the backfield together. It's going to be handoff to Rocco. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and about 7 at the 49.
So even when they, that was Ben Abbott, the senior tackle for Fenwick, even when it looks like Fenwick has stopped Badin, they still got 4 yards on the play. So Badin still controlling the line of scrimmage on the offensive line here. 2nd and 6.
Split wide receivers out, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, and you're going to have Lim Grayson back in the backfield here for Badin. Handoff inside, going off to Grayson, and he's going to get stood up in the backfield there by number 7, and that is Carter Germain.
Great play.
Junior defensive lineman there for the Falcons. 3rd and about 6 here. Ball just shy of the 50-yard line. Less than 6 minutes to go here in the first half. 3rd down and 6 at the 50. Trips to the right here for the Rams. 1 wide receiver to the left. Grayson is in the backfield. Handoff is going to be fake to him. Emerson going to roll to his right. Emerson
got him.
Pass.
First down.
Number 13, James Brink with the catch, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Badin at the 35-yard line of Fenwick.
What can you say there, Dan? Great execution.
It works really well when that running game's working to run play action.
Yes. First down, Badin. They're all the way down to the 35-yard line. We still have 5 minutes and 22 seconds to go here in the first half.
So now that the rain has kind of dried up just a little bit, you're seeing trips left again. Emerson might be throwing the ball a little bit. They're doing a check with me on the sideline. Trips to the left, 1 wide receiver to the right. It's number 4 for Badin, and that's Declan Brown. Handoff going to go. Nope, they're going to fake it.
Quarterback
Emerson
keeper.
Taking it off to the 30, and he's out of bounds right there. And he was knocked out of bounds by number 4, DJ Burning. It'll be 2nd down here for the Rams. Second and about 5 here for Badin. Split wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. You got Grayson going to be in the backfield here.
Still Badin out of the shotgun. They've ran that way the whole time.
Handoff inside to Grayson. He's going to pick up the first down.
Boy, he's running hard.
The chains moving here. So first and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the quarter. Badin up 14-0.
Connor Schmoling on the tackle for the Falcons. He did get the first down. Good premature call there. You knew he was going to get that first down. I was impressed. He dragged that tackler 2 yards and got the first down. Good job, Dan. We got a timeout on the field here, and let's see why.
Looks like it's going to be another wet ball situation with the refs.
Ah, you gotta love the wet ball. I'll tell you.
So Fenwick, they are a pretty young team this year.
Yeah.
Looking to explode. We were talking to some of their fans here before the game.
Yeah.
They believe in this team. They have not won a playoff game since 2018, but they think that they have a shot this year if they can get in.
Okay. Well, Badin has a 24-game winning streak, number 4 in the state of Ohio on the road. Badin is on the road tonight, so this would be a great comeback victory if Fenwick can do it and break that Badin winning streak.
First and 10 here, ball at the 25-yard line. Emerson going to go back to pass. There's an unblocked man coming in the backfield. Incomplete pass. It was aimed for Declan Touchdown Brown. Went over his head.
I like that. You threw the touchdown Brown in there. I like that.
Thanks.
Now,
so, second and 10, ball at the 25-yard line here for the Rams.
You know why he calls him Touchdown Brown? He has 5 receptions this year, and 2 of them are for touchdowns. There you go.
So Badin is going to be bringing in some of its beef as they've got Royce Rachel coming in as well as Alex Pate. That's a lot of muscle up front. Looks like they're going to be running the ball here.
Good
and
call.
Conkley's coming back in as well. Fenwick is going to adjust and have more offensive or more beef at the line of scrimmage too.
You notice that Badin is throwing the ball more, Dan, now that the rain has stopped. It's amazing, isn't it?
It
All
is.
right, second and 10. Here we go. Here comes the run that Dan's predicting.
Grayson going to take it off, and he's going to go make a move in the hole and get it down to about the 16-yard line.
He's a little short of the first down, but he's still got 9 yards on the play. Pretty significant.
3rd and 1 here for the Rams.
Come on, just make me happy and put the quarterback behind the center once. Just do it for me. They've been shotgunning the whole time. I guess since it's dry now, the odds of him snapping the ball, from the shotgun is more likely. Nope, he's in shotgun, Dan. 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, Conkley, and he's got his buddy Emerson or Grayson in the backfield. Hand off to Grayson. He's hit in the backfield, but going to pick up yards. There is a penalty flag on the Rams.
I got a hold on Badin. Looked like the left guard.
So as it stands, Badin picking up the first down, but it looks like it's going to be coming back again.
A quarterback sneak there would have been too quick of a play to have a hold, right? Just saying.
So the ball is going to get moved back to the 26-yard line where it will go from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 11. That's a big
mistake.
Change right there.
Yeah. And right there, 45-yard field goal. If we look ahead and pretend we have an incomplete pass, no wind, no rain, they could try a field goal from 45.
So they brought in Emerson and Rocco, so they have more of their passing formation here. But you're going to see a timeout by Badin. So with 3 minutes and 47 seconds left, it's going to be 3rd and 11, ball at the 26-yard line. Badin brought out its passing formation after having its running formation out there.
Sure.
So you were saying something about a 20-something game win streak for Badin.
24. Yeah, 24 on the road. It's pretty impressive. Now, they did lose their first 2 games this year, and their first game was technically a home game against Hamilton, but it was on Hamilton's field, but it was a home game for Badin. So, so it was technically a Badin home game, so you can put an asterisk next to that, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Well, speaking of home fields, I grew up playing here in the Middletown area, and I played on the Middletown. It was Middletown Bishop Fenwick at the time. Now it's Franklin Bishop Fenwick.
Okay.
And this field is now turf. Let's talk a little bit about how nice the Fenwick turf is.
It's impressive, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the Fenwick Falcon in the middle. It goes from the 42-yard line to the other 42. It's a 20-yard bird in the middle of the field. Very impressive.
All right, well, we're ready for play here. So the passing formation is out. Emerson's in at quarterback. He's got Rocco in there at running back. There are some tight ends off to his left and some wide receivers to his right.
3rd and 11.
Emerson going to roll to the left. He's got plenty of time. Running out of time, throwing the ball. Looks like it's out of the end zone. Incomplete pass there to number 13, James Brink. That'll bring up 4th and 11.
Ooh, he had him. It just slipped right through his hands. It looks like they're going to try that 45-yard field goal I was forecasting in case this was an incomplete pass.
Yep.
Yep,
So
they got the kicker out there. Now, Mr. Bud Mayahara, he had a 45-yard field goal earlier in the year. So this is going to be a shorter one for him, Dan. It's going to be a 43.
Still impressive anytime a high school kid hits a field goal, especially in conditions like this.
Oh, yeah.
So number 22 kind of come out for the kick. He is a senior.
Kind of towards the right hash, not quite in the center.
Good snap, good hold.
He pulled
Kick
it left.
is going to be off to the left and no good.
He had the distance, Dan. He just pulled it to the left. So we knew he had the leg. The adrenaline got a little bit too much for him. He pulled it to the left. Dan, we were watching earlier in the game. Bud was kicking the ball on the opposite side, and there was significant wind. And he was kicking it down the middle, and the wind was blowing the ball to the left of the upright. So I said to you, well, if he kicks it right at the right upright, the wind will blow it to the center, and that's what he did. Well, now we don't have any wind, so maybe he thought there was some wind because he kicked it strong left, and the wind didn't help him at all there. He missed it.
So on a missed field goal in Ohio, you're going to get the ball at the 20-yard line
right
every time. So Fenwick takes over 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line, 3 minutes and 36 seconds left. Man in motion. We're going to see a run play here out of the Falcons. They have a new quarterback in there. He makes a move in the hole.
Nice, nifty play. And
it looked like that was number 2, and that is Jackson Kaufman. He's a running back by design, according to the Fenwick pregame player thing.
Yeah, and according to the stats, he had 1 attempt for a pass this year. So he has played quarterback for at least 1 play as far as we know. It was an incomplete pass.
Probably a trick play, but
yeah.
2nd and 9 here, ball at the 21-yard line.
We're down to 3 minutes.
3 minutes left as this play is snapped.
Badin up 14-0, 14-zip here at Yeager Stadium here in Fenwick.
Back in at quarterback is Sean Hemberling. Hemberling going to fake it, and he's going to have a pass here.
Oh.
Just dropped by Daniel Swift. He did hit him. Hemberling, that was not your fault, buddy.
No, it wasn't. You could tell he kind of aimed the ball, as Joe Nuxall would say. He didn't really rifle it across the middle, and the ball fluttered, but it should have been caught, like you said, Dan. Nothing on the quarterback there. Swift has to come up with that ball to help his quarterback out. 3rd and 9 coming up. The clock has stopped.
2 minutes and 46 seconds left. Like you said, 3rd and 9, ball at the 21-yard line here. Looking to pick up their first down since the first possession of the game.
Timeout situation. Badin has 2, and Fenwick has all 3 left, in case you're wondering about the clock.
Hemberling going to fake it. Going to roll out to the right.
Badin's got him.
Sacked. So what happened right there, it's going to be 3rd and long, ball at the 10-yard line there. Sacked by number 28, Royce Rachel, the senior defensive lineman. We've called his name a couple of times.
Yes, all the way back at the Fenwick 10. So their punter is going to be lining up in the end zone. Badin's going to flip the field. Clock is ticking, Dan. We're down to 2 minutes and 19 seconds ago. Badin, I expect to get the ball, unless the punter has a nice roll, which he's had a lot. I think they're going to definitely get it on their side of the field. The
Declan Brown and Hudson are going to be back for Badin to be able to receive the kick. There'll be less than 2 minutes on the clock when it is punted.
Fenwick calls a timeout. So
Fenwick called a timeout with 1 second left on the play clock, which makes it so there's 2 minutes left. 4th and 20 ball.
Yeah,
at the 10-yard
no
line.
2-minute timeout here in high school yet. College they're calling it a 2-minute timeout. In the pros they call it a 2-minute warning. I guess maybe the pros have some patent on the term 2-minute warning, and I don't know if high school has anything like that. It's just as a coincidence they stopped the clock with 2 minutes to go.
So something here during the timeout, the rain has picked back up.
Oh, Lord. Well, we're lucky in this press box, I'll tell you that. I give the Badin Ram fans credit. They came to Middletown. It's not too far of a drive, but you know, they're pretty full over there. And of course, Fenwick's got good representation tonight, as they always do here. Badin, it's the field position's right there for the taking on this punt. Let's see if Fenwick can boot one pretty far.
4th and 20. He's going to be punting here from inside his own end zone. Good snap, good punt,
Straight
really
up
high,
punt
a lot of
again.
hang time. And there's going to be down ball at about the 25, 26-yard line. So with 1 minute and 51 seconds left, Badin going to take over at the 26 and 1 timeout remaining.
15-yard punt. That's not going to help him. 15-yard punt. Straight up in the air. He's been doing that a lot. I don't know if his foot's hitting the ball wrong. We're blaming a lot on the wetness and the weather and the wind, but 15 yards still isn't getting the job done. First down, Badin. They're in perfect position to try and go up by 3 scores before the half.
Colton Emerson, the passing quarterback, going to come back in here.
Lem Grayson behind him in the pistol.
Emerson, he's going to pass. Over the middle, he's got a man. It's number
Touchdown!
13, James Brink, the junior wide receiver, and it's 20-0 Badin.
Yeah, that's James Brink's 3rd touchdown pass of the season. He is their #1 receiver this year by far. If you look at the stats, Dan, Brink coming into this game had 211 yards receiving. The total team effort was 441, so he pretty much had 50% of the receiving yards for the Badin Rams. He came through there with a clutch touchdown reception.
Good snap, good hold, and it's 21-0 here at Yeager Field.
Wow. That's getting it done. The rain picks up. It doesn't matter. He just slings it and gets the touchdown.
So 1 minute and 47 seconds left here just before the half. Fenwick getting ready to receive the kick.
So what do you do if you're Fenwick here, Dan? I mean, you're down 3 scores. The wide receivers haven't really helped you too much, dropping passes. We know they're on their 3rd string quarterback. It's kind of tough sledding here, you know.
Well, right now you got to get some confidence here for Himberling and be
Yeah.
able to try to get him moving.
Yeah.
He's very capable as a runner. He has
Yes, he
moved
is.
his feet well. The thing is, you can't just run your way from the Wildcat to a win, especially down 21-0. You have to complete some passes.
Yeah.
His receivers are going to have to hold on to the ball a little bit here.
Yeah.
Rowan Brown going to go out to kick here for Badin. Fenwick set to receive with number 4, and that is DJ Burning. Burning going to take it from the 5, make it out to the 10, 15. He's out to the 20, and he's got a lane.
Nice play. Burning for you.
Burning going to get out to about the 32-yard line. He was brought down on the play by number 3, Kaya Samples. So Fenwick get a little bit of life there. There's 100 seconds left here in the half. You're
Yes.
at the 32-yard line. You've got some momentum off the return.
Yeah. You could see the speed there. That's for sure.
They actually marked him at the 35. Let me cut off.
That's a good return. Fenwick does have 2 timeouts left. If they happen to catch fire and string some first downs together, they got the whole field at their disposal.
Let's see what Himberling does here. He has had some good balls tonight.
In the shotgun.
They're going to run it off to the left side. He's got a good block there by number 53 in the hole.
Nice play.
Or 52, I'm sorry.
About 7 yards on that, maybe 6. Clock is running. They're not really in a lot of hurry, Dan. Looks like they just maybe they're just content to let this clock run out. They're huddling. They're not up at the line.
2nd and about 7 here. There's a minute left. There'll be less than a minute here by the time the ball is snapped.
Yeah.
Himberling in the shotgun. He's joined by Adam Rucker in the backfield. Himberling going to fake the handoff to Rucker. He's got a lane, and he's got a first down out to about the 46, 47-yard line.
And the clock, yeah, they finally stopped the clock to move the sticks. What the heck, Fenwick? Call a timeout. You got 2 left, 49 seconds. That's what I would do.
Clock has started running. There's 47 seconds left. Fenwick is still in their territory. Have not entered Badin's yet, but they're moving the ball here.
And they're really not showing any likelihood of wanting to try and score here. This is a little disappointing if you ask me, but all right. We're down to 30 seconds to go in the half, and they're still waiting to snap the ball.
Man in motion is number 2, Jackson Kaufman. They're going to hand it off to Kaufman. He gets around the edge. High tackle there, very close to a face mask, but not called. So 15 seconds left. It looks like the Falcons are content to go into the half.
Yep, no gain on the play, and it looks like you're right, Dan. Looks like we're going to go to halftime here at Yeager Stadium. The Badin Rams lead the Fenwick Falcons 21-0.
All right, so folks, normally Joel has a halftime show here tonight. Like we said, Joel is somewhere in Cincinnati being a DJ tonight, and that's why you're with us. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to take a break, and we'll be back here in about 15 to 20 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here. There's about 20 seconds left here in between the halves. So as we start the second half here, Doc, what do you think?
Well, welcome to the Report, Ohio. And what I think is the first half has pretty much been a domination by the Badin offensive line. I think the running game for Badin has been really strong. I don't think Fenwick's had an answer for it, and that means the score is 21-zip. Looks like they're lining up for the second half kickoff. Badin will get the ball because Fenwick won the toss and elected to get the ball first, if you remember.
Number 10, Nathan Badin. He's a senior. He's going to be kicking it off here, one of the captains for Fenwick. Back to return is going to be number 21, LT King. LT's lined up at quarterback a couple times. Also want to apologize to Garrett Kaninsky. We mispronounced your name in the first time. Onside kick here by Fenwick.
Ah, nice.
It's
tricky play.
Yeah, tricky play here. Recovered by Badin. Ball at the 46-yard line or 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Badin Rams at their 44 on a surprise onside kick.
Yeah,
by
that
Fenwick.
was Sam Von Hagen, the senior linebacker, with the recovery, the onside kick, and the Von Hagen name, very well known in Badin circles. Many generations of Von Hagens have went to Badin. So we got first down, Badin Rams, starting off the third quarter, 21-0. If you just joined us here at Yeager Stadium.
Split wide receivers, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. And Grayson's in the backfield. He's going to get a handoff here on first down and 10, and he's hit by a whole cast of Falcons out to the 49-yard line.
And this, if you're joining us here late, this has kind of been the game in a nutshell. Kind of Grayson up the middle, domination by the Badin offensive line. That simple play got them almost 5 yards, and really if it didn't broke, don't fix it, right?
Exactly. And that's kind of been the motto here. There's a lot of muscle on the field right now for Badin. They've got defensive linemen in there kind of at a tight end, almost like a wing position out there off to the side. Emerson's back at the quarterback position here. Man in motion. It's going to be handoff to Grayson off to the right side, and he's got a hole and he's got a lane. He's out to the 36-yard line, so 1st and 10, Badin out to the Fenwick 36-yard line.
Wow, what a play that was. I heard holding, screaming from the Fenwick sidelines. Refs didn't agree with him there. First down, Badin.
Good to see a different formation there. Get the ball in Grayson's hand without just simply handing it off every time. Kind
of a little jet sweep type thing or something, pitch play.
Emerson's going to be joined here in the backfield here by Rocco, and it's going to be 1st and 10, 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Check with me right now with the coach at the line of scrimmage.
We like saying Rocco because his last name's Milazzo. Nothing against his Italian heritage. Rocco's easier.
Pass play.
Emerson slipped out of his hand and he falls on it.
Wet ball. Emerson, he went to throw it. He dropped it, was able to recover it. 2nd down and about 14 or 15 here for the Rams.
Yeah, he was taking the ball back to throw, and it just kind of slid out of his hand. The ball didn't go forward, so it wasn't a forward pass. It's just a flat-out slip, fumble. Smart enough to fall on it, but he did lose 7 yards on the play. So,
wow.
Second and a big
7,
17. Yeah.
Still in the opening possession here of the second half. If you just joined us, there's 10 minutes left in the third quarter, 21-0 Badin. Handoff to Rocco. He's going to make a man miss in the hole and then get stuck pretty good by number 27 right there. Connor Schmoling. He's a senior linebacker, one of the captains for the Falcons.
Nice play. All right, here we go. This is a big third down for Fenwick trying to get back in this game. 3rd and 14. Badin has been successful throwing the ball this side. Look at the flag over the scoreboard. It is blowing really hard in the direction Badin is throwing the ball. So they basically have the wind at their back on this pass. We'll see if that makes a difference.
Check with me off to the coach. Trips to the left, 1 wide receiver to the right. Rocco in the backfield. Motion.
Rolling left.
Emerson rolling to his left. He's got a man. Passes intercepted.
It's intercepted.
Intercepted. It's going to be returned by the Falcons out to about the 42-yard line. They are still on their side of the field. 1st and 10, Fenwick. Ball at the 42-yard line.
There is a flag down, but it's in Badin's backfield. That's usually where they denote holding. We'll see if that's the case.
The only thing that really might be on Fenwick here would be a roughing the passer, and I just didn't see it. they're
Oh,
gonna
face
call-
mask
yeah.
on Badin. They declined it.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Fenwick. Ball at about the 36-yard line. First turnover of the game here for the Falcons. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, I was just going to say the face mask must have occurred during the play, not post-possession, so they're not walking off 15 yards against Badin after the interception. So good play by Badin. I always think it's difficult to have a high school kid roll, being a right-handed quarterback, rolling to his left, throwing across his body. Unless you're like junior John Elway, that's kind of a hard play to ask a high school kid to do.
Handoff going down the middle, fumble, and immediately it's recovered by Badin.
All right. Fenwick got the ball back.
No,
Yeah.
it looks like Fenwick won it back. Okay. So it was won back by number 26, Adam Rucker. You had a fumble on the play to start the possession here for the second half. 2nd and about 14 here for the Falcons. Herbeling coming back on the field. The wide receiver has played effectively at quarterback at times, so he's run the ball extremely well for the Falcons.
Yep.
On the outside on these little sweep plays.
2nd and 13 here for Middletown. We have 8 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Herbeling going to set his feet. He's got a man. He's got a completion.
There you go.
And it's to number 22, and that is Adam Rucker, the running back. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, number 22. We do not have a number right now at this stage for number 22. I apologize.
Well, Rucker got switched to 26, which confused us. Yeah, 3rd and 8, so 4-yard play there, Dan. Early here in the third quarter. This is a nice, let's see if the defensive stop by Middletown is going to help their offense here. They got to get a first down for them here. 3rd and 8.
You got to feel good, though, for Herbeling. Set your feet, make a good throw. 3rd and 8, ball at the 39-yard line here in Fenwick territory.
Badin jumped, but they got back.
Herbeling going to set his feet. He's got him. He makes a man miss in the backfield. Gets outside, thrown it up. Pass is broken up at the last second there by number 4 for Badin, Declan Brown.
Yes.
And that's going to force a punt here for the Falcons.
Yeah, and that was 22 for Fenwick. Rucker. Once again, the play was kind of Badin's defense got in the backfield, forcing Fenwick to roll to his left, wasn't able to complete the pass. Good effort, though. 4th and 8.
Pass was attempted to Ty Miller.
Thank you. High snap.
Good
Whoa.
catch. Ooh.
Oh.
And that's going to draw a penalty there. So what happened here, you had a roughing the punter, it looks like will probably be the call on Landon. He is a sophomore, made an excellent catch on a high punt, set his feet, launched a good punt down the field, his best punt of the night when he got hit. The punt, it looks like it's going to be on number 28, which is going to be Royce Rachel.
Yes, and that will be a first down on the play for Fenwick. Boy, what an effort by the punter there. I mean, I thought the ball was going over his head. He pulls it down, gets the punt off. How Badin did not block that punt is beyond me. They're calling that running into. Wow.
Ooh.
Boy, the fans are irate here on that call.
So it helps to be 6'2", and that was what made Landon being able to catch that ball.
If that's not roughing the punter, then they must have to kill him, okay? That's all I'm going to say.
Well, they're going to bring Herbeling back on the field. 4th and about 3, ball at the 44-yard line. Fenwick is going to roll the dice and go for it here.
Yeah, they're down 3 scores, 21-zip. I like the call. We'll see what they dial up. I'd like to see a little run-pass option here.
2 wide receivers to the left. It looks like that's where Herbeling will probably roll. Run up the middle, and he stood up.
Oh, Badin got him.
Number 25, Max.
That was 55
junior.
for Badin.
Oh,
yeah.
55, I'm sorry.
Tristan Tincher, the senior defensive lineman, 6'2", 230, slams the quarterback down. Badin holds, first down Rams.
So it's going to be Badin ball in Fenwick territory at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Rams.
But you called that play. It was a little rollout, and Badin was waiting for it. They were there. Nice play by the Rams on defense. Let's see if the offense can turn the tide here. First down Rams.
Garrett back in at quarterback, and he's got his buddy back there, Lim Grayson.
We've seen this play a lot. Grayson
Garrett
up the
handoff
middle.
to Grayson. He's going to bust it out to the route.
Oh, my goodness.
He's going to pick
What
up a
run.
first down. He's down inside the 30. First down and 10 for Badin.
On the tackle there, that was Patrick Kiefer, the junior linebacker, 6'2", 195 for the Fenwick Falcons. First down, all the way down to the 30.
6 minutes and 58 seconds left here to go in the quarter. 21-0 here as we're in the third. They're going to bring Garrett back in at quarterback, number 9.
Grayson runs great. I mean, if the hole isn't there, he's fast enough to bounce it out wide, and he did it and got the big yards.
So we want to welcome those of you who have been watching the Hamilton against Princeton game. Here we are at Yeager Stadium where Badin leads Fenwick 21-0. It's going to be an audience here, just to give you a heads up, Doc, 1450 radio out of Butler County.
WMOH, the ticket. That's correct.
All right. So for those of you who are just joining us, it's 2nd and 10 here for Badin, just off of a 4th down stop of Fenwick. There's 6 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 10, ball at the Fenwick 28-yard line.
This is Dan Conway doing the play-by-play. 21-0 Badin. 2nd and 10.
So we got a Wildcat formation here. LT King is going to play quarterback. He's got to run off to the left side. He gets a hole, bounces it across the middle of the field.
Running hard.
Running hard before brought down by a cast of Falcons. It's going to make it 3rd and short here for Badin. Number 7 there on the tackle. That's Carter Germain for Bishop Fenwick.
And also Connor Schmilling, the senior linebacker. 3rd and 1 for Badin. In case you're joining us now, the first half, Badin kind of dominated. A lot of good running. They did throw an occasional pass when the wind stopped and the rain stopped.
And the rain has completely stopped here. It looks like the hurricane is slightly out of Middletown or out of Franklin tonight. Quarterback back in there. It's
3rd
not
and 1.
3rd and 1. Handoff to Rocco off the left side. Rocco's got a first down. Rocco's down inside almost to the 10-yard line, about the 11-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 11 for Badin.
Rocco Milazzo, the junior running back for Badin. He comes in and gives Lem Grayson a break, lets him catch his breath. Rocco's got some nice little moves inside, little back and forth darting. Grayson seems to be more power and speed. Rocco's kind of the herky-jerky.
Garrett back in there at quarterback here, and he's got his buddy Rocco in the backfield. 2 wide receivers off to the left-hand side. Garrett going to take a run. Fumble. The ball is lost there. Badin going to pick it up. Second and about 14.
You could see, Dan, the play was developing. It was going to be like a rollout to the left, but the snap seemed to get there a little bit later. It surprised the quarterback because he kind of caught it on his right hip. Didn't grab the ball very well. It fell on the ground. He was smart enough to fall on it before, actually turning the ball over. But like you said, it's going to set up a 2nd and 17. We're down to 3 minutes, 50 seconds here in the third quarter. Badin Rams 21, Middletown Fenwick 0.
So, Doc, I want to let you know, Joel just texted me and said that we are not on radio. We're just on our podcast. JT back in there at quarterback. He's going to make a move. JT off the left-hand side.
Nice run.
He's going to get down first, and it looks like goal.
I think he's short.
Oh, just short. Okay, so it's going to end up being about 3rd and very, very short here. Ball at the 5-yard line.
Maybe 2.
Somewhere
they're
around
saying
there.
4. It's in the far end. We can't see the stakes very good over there. 3rd and 4. What do you call here, Dan? Stay with the run, throw a pass. It's all open, isn't it?
Well, they just brought in the running quarterback. Garrett's back out there.
Okay.
So what that means is it's going to be a run, probably, I don't know, they'll either fake it to Rocco or they'll keep it.
I give it to Rocco. He's been solid.
And there he is, and he's got a handoff off to the inside.
Oh, it's a fake.
No.
That was a hell of a fake.
They faked the announcers out.
I was watching Rocco, too.
Let's give credit there to Fenwick on the inside, number 76, Noah
4th and
Wagner.
4, Dan. 4th and 4. Wait a minute. Now it's 4th and 2. They got 2, Dan.
Yep. So they're going to stay on the field as the offense.
4th and 1. I'd love a sneak here. Put him behind the center. They did it. They did it. He's behind center.
No, he's not. Hand
No,
off
he's
inside
not.
to Rocco.
You're right.
And he's going to pick up the first down, but not a touchdown. The clock will stop to respot this change. 1st and goal from inside the 1.
All right, 1st and goal at the 1.
So
We're down to 2 minutes, Dan. This has been a fast-moving quarter, hasn't it been?
it has lots of running, and that's what happens in the second half in a rainy game,
Yes.
even though the rain is not there. The beef is out for Badin once again, and also the beef is out for Fenwick. Both sides lining up here for a goal-to-go situation.
Where's the beef? That's a bad reference. All right.
I believe that's a Wendy's reference, right?
Yes, very good, sir.
All right, Garrett going to be in the shotgun. He's or in the pistol. Handoff inside to Rocco, and nope. So it's going to be a false start on Badin. It'll move from 1st and goal at the 1 to 1st and goal at the 6.
Oh wow, you're right.
I stand corrected. Fenwick is charged with that. Not really a penalty as they move from the 8-inch yard line to the 4-inch yard line.
So encroachment is when they jart past the line but get back, which is different than offsides. Encroachment is an old term. I'm trying to figure out what the difference is. Maybe somebody can help me.
False start is when the offense moves. Encroachment is when the defense steps in.
What's offsides on the defense then?
Encroachment.
Oh, okay. It's just an old school term.
Yeah, they like to make the ref sound smart. So 1st and less than 1.
Okay.
We'll just say 1st and goal here. Handoff inside to Rocco. Touchdown.
Rocco's
27-0.
modern life. Yes, sir. With 1:14 in the 3rd quarter, Badin 27, the Fenwick Falcons 0. And our man, Mr. Bud Miyahara, I got his name right there. He's going to be up for the extra point. He's got a leg on him. He did pull his field goal wide left in the first half, but it was when the wind was blowing and the rain was coming down, and it was a 42-yarder.
Now, if he had made that kick,
yes,
we would be looking at a running clock here. Running clocks take place when the score is 30-plus points for one team.
And I hate the running clock, and so does Joel Seckenheim.
Good snap, good hold, and you had a hit. It looks like on the long snapper, which you cannot touch because he's in such a vulnerable position, should be a penalty here on Fenwick.
That's good that you saw that. It's good to have 30-year-old eyes. Yeah, they're calling on Badin, Dan.
No, I think they're clapping for the cheerleaders.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was a penalty on Badin. It's still 27-0. Badin's going to reattempt an extra point as it looks like someone lined up offside for the Rams.
So Bud is going to try a 25-yard extra point. Bud Miyahara.
Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it's good. So 28-0 here at Yager Stadium as Badin increases its lead. So thank you for those of you who have joined us tonight. Doc and I were for a very short time on live radio at 1450 The Fan. Or the ticket, I believe.
The ticket, that's
correct. The ticket. But all they got was crowd noise on our end, so this Fenwick cheering section has stayed here and stayed loud, and that has been able to keep us off the radio, but that's okay. The Fenwick guys next to us are laughing at us and eating soft pretzels that they didn't share.
Yeah. Oh, no, he offered to buy us soft pretzels. He was very generous.
Don't defend them. They can't.
He was mad the catering fell through. Which it's fine. They have plenty of Diet Mountain Dew here, so I'm amped up on caffeine and ready to go here. 28-0 Badin, been pretty dominating. I'm really surprised at this Badin offense. It took them 2 games to score a touchdown, and now they're looking like old school Badin that was, last year and the year before, unbeaten Badin. So things are coming around for Badin. It
goes back to what Coach already talked about. The defense has kept us in games. The offense's job is to stay. To win
and they're growing, and you can see them growing.
You're going to see number 4, Burning, going to take it out. He makes a move in space, but he's brought down by a whole host of Rams at about the 22-yard line, led by number 33, Trent Owens.
So a host of rams is a group of rams, or is that just your adjective or your noun for them? You've told us what is a group of falcons called?
That is a cast.
A cast of falcons. So someone, Pat Lenahan, if you're out there listening to me, he's my source of trivia. What's a group of rams called?
A group of rams is called the flock, a herd, or a mob.
I
don't know that I want to be in a mob, and I
think
definitely
I'm going to go with a mob. It sounds the most sinister. Thanks for the man. We have great staff around here to help us. That's fabulous.
First and
the
10
mob
for
of Rams on the tackle.
First and 10 for Fenwick. Ball at the 23-yard line. Fake the handoff. Going to take it out to the right side.
Nice run.
Good run right there by Sean Herbeling, the quarterback for the Falcons tonight. Because of injuries, he's normally a wide receiver, and he picks up about 7 yards there on first down. Second
36 for Badin on the tackle. That's Alex Albrink, the junior. So it looks like at the pace they're going, they need to get a playoff to prevent delay of game. So we should have one more snap before the end of the quarter. We're down to 30 seconds.
Two wide receivers off to the right here for the Falcons.
Changing the
Herbeling going to hand it off. Rucker going to make a man miss. Rucker fumbles.
He fumbles the ball, and Badin's got it. Badin's got it. First down.
Number 36 right there. You just called his name, Alex Albrink.
Yes, Alex has been on back-to-back plays. He calls the tackle on the previous play, recovers the fumble. Good night for Alex. Good night for Badin.
So Badin's going to take over first and 10, ball at the 31-yard line. There's 12 seconds left here in the third quarter with the Rams leading 28-0.
Joel and I have talked on many broadcasts about our disdain for the running clock. Now, I know it's in the spirit of fairness in high school football, when it's – but you know what? There's underclassmen that could be playing, getting valuable experience. With a running clock, they still put them in, but they don't get to play as long. So I'm anti-running clock.
Garrett going to be back in at quarterback, handing off to Liam Grayson. Grayson's going to pick up about 4 yards there on the last play of the third quarter.
That's it. The tackle for Fenwick on that play, number 63, and that would have been, I don't have him on my roster, the unknown 63.
So as we hit 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, it's going to be Badin getting ready to take over possession at the 28-yard line, 2nd and 7. I don't know about you, but this is getting kind of past my bedtime. Late start to the game.
Yeah, I know, and you're a young man. Imagine this old man. I can stay up tonight. I love football.
You had enough caffeine in you.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, one of the things we wanted to talk about today was,
yes.
Unfortunately, we had a death with Dame Maggie Smith, very famous for her roles in Downton Abbey. This is probably the first time in a high school football podcast that
my wife religiously watches it, and I watched it with her a few times, and she understands the British dialect like you would not believe. And I told her, can we put the TV on the closed caption? Because they'll say things, and I don't even understand what they're saying. And it's that British accent. It's really thick. And she just laughs at me. I said, what did they just say there? She said, and she throws out this English phrase I have never heard of. But back to what you were saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. McGonagall from Harry Potter series. But,
yes.
Hey, back to the action. So 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Garrett back in at quarterback, and he's got Rocco in there at running back.
I appreciate you bringing up the Grand Dame.
Faking the handoff. Garrett, we're going to have a pass. It's out to number 13, and he's open. He's got a man. All right, so first down.
Jason Brink,
like
yes.
Brink with another catch. He had a touchdown earlier.
Yes, he did. Brink's their leading receiver this year, as I said before. He's up to 23 receptions on the year, maybe 22.
So they're going to move the chain. So 1st and 10 here for Badin, ball at the 22-yard line.
Nice, safe play there. I liked it. It got him a lot of yards. Can't argue with that.
11 minutes and 35 seconds here as we just entered the fourth quarter for those of you who are just joining us. Garrett back in there, quarterback, and he's joined by Rocco. Rocco off the right side, now
running
to the
hard.
left side.
Look at Rocco.
He's
going
making
to
a move,
Oh
and
my
he's got
goodness!
it down first and goal. Big time tackle right there by number 34, saving a touchdown for Fenwick. Unfortunately, we don't have his name here on the roster. Fenwick has emptied the bench. They have the full lineup in here, and that's okay.
Yeah, we don't unfortunately know. Does anyone know number 34's name?
Will Calhoun is the name of
okay, good job, Will
Fenwick.
Calhoun. 1st and 10, Badin. Well, 1st and goal, actually, at the 6. 28-0, Badin, bleeding clock. Just standing there waiting around.
What this is a situation is the running clock is about ready to get started, so Badin's getting into it early. Rocco is going to be behind the quarterback off to the left-hand side. They got 2 tight ends in there. Taking the handoff to, oh no, Rocco got it, and he's stopped in the backfield right there by a Fenwick Falcon, number 53. That's Kelby Schaefer.
All right, good play by Kelby.
Linebacker. Good play. And it's good to see Fenwick keep fighting back here.
Yeah, I don't have him on my roster either, so
that's all right. That's all right.
All right, so big 2nd down and 10 from the 10. We're down to 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Badin taking their dear sweet time, milking every second of the clock. If Badin throws the ball here, you might say it's piling on, but they need to do what they need to do.
Garrett, the quarterback, is motion. It's going to be Brown off the right side.
Little jet
sweep and touchdown.
No, he got in.
So touchdown right there to James Brink on the motion.
Nice jet sweep call. Boy, I like the quarterback. He put his arms up, touchdown. As soon as he pitched the ball to Brink, he could just foretell the future there, and he got in around the right end, got in just by the pylon, I should say. We have 34-0, and now we have an official running clock.
Another touchdown there by Brink. That's his 2nd. Technically, that is a passing touchdown because it was a jump pass or pop pass, as they're called.
Yep.
And our guy's back in there, Bud, for the kick, and the kick is up, and it's good.
Bud is for you.
35-0 in favor of the Rams.
And they stop the clock, I guess.
They stop the clock to be able to give an opportunity to reset when it comes to a kickoff.
Okay. So it's not. It'll be a running clock after this kickoff.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Because it is past your bedtime, Dan. So you favor the running clock.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, good
As someone
for
who's
you.
been on the running end of a running clock a time or two.
Okay. Well, that's a bummer.
Well, my team wasn't very good, and I was a big part in that.
Oh, now come on. Don't dish yourself like that.
Well, we would like to highlight right now what's going on in Blacksburg, Virginia. Virginia Tech 27, Miami 17. That's the 7th-ranked Hurricanes trailing on the road deep in the 3rd quarter there. Here in the 4th quarter with 9 minutes and 5 seconds left and a running clock is this game, as we're going to get to see Rowan Brown kicking it off.
Badin Rams 35. Fenwick Falcons 0.
Back deep to return is Carter Germain. He's going to get his first chance to return a kick. It's long and high. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Burning back there again, and it goes over his head, but he goes and fields it inside the 5. He's across the 10 to the 15, just about to the 19, and he is drilled right there by number 10 for Badin, and that number 10 is Alex Pate. And you've been wanting to say that name for a while.
Ah, Mr. Pate. The Pates are Badin legends. They've been around forever. Shout out to Patty Pate. I graduated with her.
So Fenwick going to take over, 1st and 10, ball at the 20-yard line. The clock has started running. Let's see if they can get a score here before the end of the night.
Yeah, it's nice to get off the 0, that's for sure. Looks like Badin's got some backups in too. So
if we mispronounce a name here, we're sorry. Herbling going to hand it off to number 2, Kaufman, and Kaufman gets to the outside, gets a little bit of a lane, and he picks up some positive yards there. It's going to be 2nd and medium.
You can see Jackson Kaufman has some speed, that's for sure. There's a flag on the play. I'm going to say it's usually in any area where they call holding. Jackson Kaufman, the junior running back, 5'10", 160 pounds, so kind of a little speed demon.
Refs are conferring right now to be able to try to figure out what the right call is. And it's going to be an after the play personal foul on Fenwick.
That hurts. It hurts for several reasons. The clock continues to run, which is not good, and they're pushed back. So that's, what do you think? At first and
That's shooting yourself in the foot there. So
Yeah.
it goes from 1st and 10 to 2nd and about
or first and 18.
16, 17,
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Handoff going off to the left side. Or sorry, Herbeling kept it. Herbeling makes a man miss, and he gets out in a whole herd of Rams there. Pulls him down
a mob
in
of
space.
Rams.
Mob of Rams.
Yeah. Let's go with a mob. 58 for Badin on the tackle. Thank you. Bowling. No gain. 2nd and 16. We're down to 6 minutes and 35 seconds ago. In case you joined us late, it's been a Badin Ram domination. Offensive line's done their job. Mr. Grayson tearing it up. Lem Grayson. Jason Brinks had a great game
3rd
tonight
and
for the Badin
16,
Rams.
ball at the 14-yard line. Herbeling going to hand it off. It's going to go outside. Kaufman going to make a man miss, and he's going to get and pick up some yards.
Yes.
Looks like the tackle was made there by number 51, 51, Dylan Andrews. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 10 here for the Falcons.
So they got back to the original line of scrimmage that they did before they had the personal foul. So basically, they're at their own 20. Dan, it's 4th and 10. They're punting.
All right. Well, we just wanted to say thank you to those of you who are joining us in from 1540 The Ticket. We are
Or
here
1450, right.
at Yeager Field, where Fenwick just punted back to Badin. It's going to be Badin 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. The Rams lead at 35-0 with 5 minutes and 21 seconds left. I'm Dan Conway here, joined by Doc, or his name is Dan Vogt, but to avoid the confusion.
Double Dan, right?
Yeah. We hope you're in for a Dan good evening here joining us. 1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line.
To summarize what you've missed so far, it's been Badin's defense holding Fenwick down. Fenwick, unfortunately, started the game with a 3rd-string quarterback because of injury and whatnot. And Badin's running game has been pretty dominating. 1st and 10, Badin from the 40.
Checking into the game here for the Rams for the first time is going to be number 16, Preston Yeager. Handoff to number 2, Josh Familia. He's in there as Badin has emptied their bench. Morgan Mingles is going to check in as the quarterback here. He's a sophomore, getting his first action on the night.
He lost 3 on that. 2nd and 13 for Badin, as we have a running clock here in the second half. That seems to be the theme, as the first game that WMOH had on Hamilton Big Blue had a running clock, beating Princeton pretty soundly. That surprised me.
It's a pretty good night for Hamilton, it sounds like.
Yes, it is.
Faking the handoff, it's going to be a keeper there by Morgan, and he's going to get stood up in the backfield by number 54. Number 54 being Tyler McVeigh. He is a freshman, 6 foot, 180 pounds. They expect big things out of Tyler over his career here for the Falcons.
That's a big boy for a freshman, that's for sure.
3rd and about 12 here for the Rams.
Holding on Badin was declined. So it was basically a run-pass option, and the quarterback decided to keep the ball. He made the wrong decision, and Fenwick made him pay. 3rd and 13. Down to 3 minutes and 42 seconds to go here. The weather's turned out to be pretty good, but at the beginning, like everywhere in Ohio, it was a blowing monsoon. 3rd and 17 for Badin.
Handoff to Cole Creech. Cole going to go and pick up about 3 or 4 yards there. It's going to be 4th down here for the Rams. Ball at the 35-yard line. Fenwick gets the stop late in the game.
So as Badin Looks like they're going to obviously win this game, being up 35-0 with the running clock. Looks like Badin now is getting their stride back together. They lost their first 2 games of the year. This will be their 4th straight win. Looking at the GCL co-ed, interesting games in the future for Badin. McNicholas looks like they won tonight. McNicholas looks like the class of the GCL right now, in my opinion. And they do play Badin late in the year. We'll see what happens.
Good punt here out of the Rams. It's going to go down at about the 10-yard line and roll 5, 4, died. And the Rams.
And Badin cannot stop it.
Oh.
It's into the end zone.
So Fenwick will take over 1st and 10, ball at the 20-yard line.
Boy, that was a shame, because that was if they would have downed it to 1, it would have been a 64-yard punt, but they weren't able to do it.
2 minutes and 46 seconds here left in the 4th quarter. Fenwick has a deficit, but they're going to get the ball back and hopefully be able to score.
Yes. Nice stadium here, I'll tell you. They got a brand new field. It's beautiful. They got a beautiful Fenwick Falcon on the middle, 20 yards wide.
Well, you also got to feel Fred Cranford. He's an alum from Fenwick.
Right.
He's going to figure out how to turn this thing around and get some success here for the Falcons.
Absolutely. And you said earlier this is his 2nd round with Fenwick?
2nd round. He won a state championship at Loveland in between, so he's a proven winner. He'll be able to get the Falcons back on track.
Absolutely.
Fenwick going to go under center tonight.
1st down from the 20.
Going to fake the handoff. It's going to go instead to going to fake the pitch. Fullback dive up the middle. Badin going to stop it, and it's going to go to 2nd and 9 here. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Adam Rucker with the handoff for the Falcons.
And that was no gain on the play.
Number 17 is checked in at quarterback for Fenwick. It's going to be Connor Enderle. He's going back under center here. This is the first time we've seen the Falcons go under center tonight.
Yeah, no shotgun here.
Going to hand it off to number 2, Jackson Kaufman. Kaufman gets a hole. Kaufman's got an angle.
Kaufman's
He's at the 40,
flying.
the 50.
He's got speed.
He's got the 40 again, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Falcons!
There you go. I said earlier he had speed. Jackson Kaufman with the touchdown.
Now we can strike up the band here. 35-6. Fenwick gets on the board with a really impressive run there by Jackson Kaufman.
79-yard run. That is impressive. Hey, Kaufman, he's got 2 touchdowns on the year, or 3 touchdowns on the year. Now he has 4.
Senior captain Lorenzo going to come on and attempt a PAT here by Fenwick.
I like the holder for
Snap
Fenwick.
is high, but the holder goes and gets it down, and it's good. We want to specifically give credit there to Ben Abbott. Ben is a junior offensive lineman who was in there for the hold.
Yeah.
Goes up, catches the ball, gets it down, and makes the extra point.
He is the biggest holder I've ever seen, number 74. That is a holder. And listen to Fenwick's crowd. They're playing. They have the Notre Dame fight song. Dun, 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 dun. The best fight song in all of college football.
I'd beg to differ.
Okay. What you like, number 1? Don't say hail to the victors either.
No. Let's not do that.
You like the Buckeyes?
Ohio State's pretty good. You know, you're looking at things like the University of Iowa has a pretty good one there.
Oh, God. Who knows? Do you know Iowa's? I don't even know it.
I have no life. All right, so with 1 minute and 38 seconds left, it looks like Fenwick's going to be able to kick off. Last time they kicked off, they tried an onside kick. It did not work. We'll see if Badin is ready for round 2.
And what's nice about that touchdown is we're back off the running clock again. So that's great. We'll get to see a little extra football here and not just watch the clock tick down. I'm kind of anti-running clock. I want the backups to have just as much time to be on the field as the starters and not just have a running clock. 35-7, the Badin Rams lead the Fenwick Falcons with 1 minute 38 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Weather's turned out pretty nice. We had a delay, 45 minutes for the kickoff. The game started 8:15 instead of 7:30, so that's why we're on so late.
Senior Nathan Bottom going to come out and try
It's a pooch kick.
Pooch kick. It's going to go out of bounds, so Badin's going to take over at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah,
so,
interesting.
Doc, just to give you a heads up, we were taken off the air there.
Yeah, that's fine.
They got the last comment you said was that McNick was the class of the league.
Yes.
Which Joel had just said before they threw it to us.
Okay.
So, we had a good time. We made radio history for ourselves, at least. I don't know about you. I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm feeling great.
Badin's going to take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. 1 minute and 38 seconds left. They lead it here 35-7 in the fourth quarter here at Yeager's Field at Fenwick.
You know, in the future, when you're the number 2 guy on Fox calling the NFL, you can go back and say, I remember back in the day when I was on the vote. I'm sorry, the vote. I was on the Ohio Report, and then I got to heard on WMOH, and things took off from there, Dan.
All right, number 6 is going to be back in there at quarterback. That's Morgan.
Good no comment. Good no comment.
I was smiling the whole time.
Okay.
Morgan back in there at quarterback, and it looks like there's going to be a knee here for the Rams.
The victory formation.
He fumbles it, but it's recovered by Badin.
I love it. He fumbled the snap on the kneel down. That's tremendous. It's a slick ball. It's a slick ball, man.
Well, it's harder than you think to kneel down straight up like that on a football field.
How often does he practice that, you know? You let your backup do a kneel down? It doesn't happen a lot.
So to give an update on a score, Miami has scored. Virginia Tech leads them 27-24 in Blacksburg.
Okay.
That's 7th-ranked Miami.
Oh,
you talked about McNick being the class of the GCL co-ed.
Yes.
What do you think about the Rockets?
Well, their offense is tremendous. I just think they're strong. I'm waiting for Alter to bounce back and be Alter again, but now they're Division IV. I don't know if the program has less attendees, but they're Division IV. Badin's moved up to Division II, so I know it's based on the number of kids in the program. But Alter's always Alter. They're going to be strong no matter what. So that Badin-Alter game is going to be amazing when that happens. It's always a good game.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, that was the last knee of the game.
Sure.
Badin is going to jog it off. Both teams are going to meet in the middle and shake hands. 35-7 is our score here tonight from Yeager Field.
Yes.
Doc, what are your last thoughts here as far as Badin's season going, and where do you see Fenwick next week?
Well, I was listening to WMOH, the ticket on the way to this game, and they had Coach Yordi on, and he said that the defense really has held its own the entire year, and they were just waiting for the offense to grow. And if you look at the way Badin has scored in the last 2 games, crushing Hughes, I think it was 34-35-0, and then coming into this place, which is not an easy place to play by any means, and, you know, handling the Falcons pretty well tonight, 35-7. I think the offense is starting to grow. You're seeing the Badin Rams become a complete team. I do think I agree with you that the Falcons are a team that's going to grow with their coach back, as he did with Loveland. So overall, a good game for Badin. Fenwick, you know, they got some growing pains, but they're going to get there. Fenwick's always had good teams in the past.
See, the thing with me with Fenwick, Fred Cranford, he's an alumni. He knows what he's doing. He's going to win, and it's going to take some time. They get ready to play CJ, McNick, Alter, and then Carroll down the stretch. Obviously, Badin's going to play the same schedule, just in a different order.
Right.
You're in the heart of the GCL, and this is where Badin is, it looks like, improving and getting ready to go and dominate. Whereas Fenwick's got some growing pains, but if they can get healthy at the quarterback position, I think this is a team that's got some spunk to them.
Yeah.
Could, win a couple of games.
Oh, I agree.
Well, hey, thank you all for joining us today.
Sure.
Like I said, this is Dan Conway and Doc Dan Vogt with me.
Yep.
We will look forward to hearing from you soon, and have a great day.
Thank you, guys. Good night.
Good night.